Hey everybody, I am out here in Venice with
Jan.
This is Jan, and that's a head collision. And I'm actually doing my first YouTube collab.
Yeah.
And I'm 57 years old, and I just said collab.
That's fine.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, now I have a decision to make.
Now look at your camera.
Okay. One of the marketing tips that I can give to nonprofits or pretty much anybody is connect with other networks. And the best way to do that is just reach out to people. One of my first social media strategies was I would see somebody's Twitter bio, and if they're local, I would invite them to coffee. And several wonderful relationships grew from that Twitter strategy. Today, I'm asking Jan to go out and collab. We're gonna walk around Venice and hand out socks and meet new homeless friends. I've never done this before. Okay. So, really, this is your first?
This is my first time.
Oh my gosh, so who knows how this is gonna turn out, but I do know we're gonna have fun.
It's great. I'm excited.
Transitions like this?
Or like this.
Oh man,
or like
I didn't.
this.
Good to see you, man.
Yes, sir. Good to see you too.
You call me pastor.
Yes, Pastor. You give me good insights, you know.
But I'm not a pastor.
But you have good insight for us, and you come with the soul of a homeless man, and it tells us a lot, you know, because you have feelings for us. And that's what we love about you, you know. You give us that, y'all matter, you know, regardless.
Because you do matter.
Yes, we do.
And my heart broke that you were out here in the rain.
Yes, sir, you sure. You did that. I was looking at you standing in the rain filming. I was like, who is this guy? And then I looked, I said, that's Pastor over there. And I said, well, he up to something, you know. Yeah. I knew you was, you know?
Well, I wanted to share the story of Venice in the rain because, you know, people see the Venice that's the freak show tourist thing that today, but they don't see homelessness in the rain.
It's hard. It's really hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard. You know, you think about the things that you have, and you know, the things that you have, they become a part of you. You know, just for instance, my bikes, my clothes, you know, and you know, they become your basketball, you know, they become alive, you know, and you see them getting wet, and then you be thinking, and you the only one can move, and you know, you all over the place trying to keep everything dry, you know. It plays a big part, you know. The homelessness in California is much different from Arkansas, you know, where I come from. In Arkansas, we didn't have to carry bags and stuff, you know. We just stayed out and
in the woods.
Yes, and they didn't have clothes and all that luggage and stuff like they
well,
do
the
here.
Police move you guys every day.
They do.
Every day.
They really do.
And it's so stupid.
Yes, it's
anyways, we want to walk around and give some more socks.
Sure, yes, sir. And we thank you guys. We really do believe that, you know, because just to share, it helps. Yeah. You know, it makes it easier. You know, don't think we can't do better. At the moment, we playing the card that we was dealt, and you know, we just ain't complaining. You know, we got guys like
you're
you all.
So awesome.
You know,
oh, you're so awesome.
Yeah. You know, I say this to my friends: you guys don't have to give us anything. Y'all don't have to, because we grown too, but you do. Yeah. So that means something, you know. And we thank you all very much.
Thank you, man.
We do.
Have a good day.
Yes, sir.
See you tomorrow.
You sure will.
How do you do it without the flip out?
Me?
Yeah, because you're a Sony person.
You struggle. You just hope everything's in focus, and hope it is.
You are amazing at motion graphics.
Oh, thank you.
And the quality of your videos amazing.
Thank you.
And I'm jealous of how you ride your bike to work.
It is a pretty sweet commute.
Yeah.
It's not every day though.
And so tell me about you and what you do.
So I'm a graphic designer.
We're not just collabing, we collided.
That's really heavy. And so I've worked for the same company for 22 years, and I do some video and photography at work. But I wanted to do more, and I like to try to get better at storytelling, so that's where this all came about. And my kids are used to me always taking photos and filming, so I thought, why not? Let's try a channel.
Yeah.
It's all about doing adventures and trying to motivate people that you don't have to be some superstar athlete to just get out there.
And this is my first time really doing this gorilla pod.
You're doing great.
Yeah, and it's like more challenging than I thought.
Yeah, they're heavier than you think.
Yeah.
I know, and yours is actually lighter than mine. Thank you, Stacy, my assistant here.
Great. Yeah. This is this is what we call the unfair advantage.
My question was, with so many people that are homeless, like when you're driving by on the street and you have nothing to give them, you know, at the moment, what do you do? I mean, do you just come back later? Or, I mean, honestly, just in our town where we live, there's, the other day, so many people you drive by every day. And there is some support, but there's a false sense of support, I think, in Laguna, in our town. So how do you handle that? Just try to get more involved?
Great question. When people see homeless people, it can almost be, I don't know, it is overwhelming.
Yeah.
One of the paradigms we have to change is we can end homelessness. We've known how to end homelessness. We've known for years how to end homelessness. The thing is, without public support, nothing happens. And the very first and most important thing people can do is to advocate for more affordable housing. We have an affordable housing crisis in this country that continues to get worse. And more people are entering into homelessness and fewer are getting out of homelessness because we don't have the housing for them. We know that housing saves lives and it saves money. On average, when you house a homeless person, it saves $18,500 in taxpayer money per year. You multiply that by the amount of homeless people, it's billions of dollars every year. You know, people say, well, I don't want to give them free housing. Well, it's not really free housing. You're saving your money by getting people outside. Now, for me, it's saving lives. But if you don't have a heart of compassion, it's saving money, you know? Individually, I believe we need to talk to our neighbors, to our communities, to reach out to other networks and say, you know, these are real people, they're human. So many of the general public view homelessness as they are not real people, and they are. I think by just having that conversation with those around you is also very powerful. Then you can, like, if you're like me, you can just hand out socks. Now, underwear is the most valuable for obvious reasons.
Right.
And, but underwear, because people come in different sizes, is hard to logistically carry in a backpack.
Right.
But you can keep socks in your purse, in your bag, in your glove box, and if you run into somebody and you feel like you want to give something, socks are a great alternative. Safety first, you gotta feel safe.
Right.
Don't engage with somebody if you don't feel safe, but if you are comfortable and you see a homeless person and you want to give them some socks or a couple of bucks, do it.
Okay.
I was wondering how many people actually get off the street and get back into like society.
The quick answer to Staci's question is not enough. There's not enough people that get out of homelessness into housing. Now, I'm living proof that people can get off the streets. Here in Los Angeles, I believe last year there was 14,000 people placed into permanent supportive housing, which is a miracle. However, you're in a county that has, according to the last homeless count, which is flawed, 53,000 people. And you have hundreds and thousands of families at risk of being homeless, entering into homelessness. So we have to be concerned about prevention. But the answer to your question is we need to do better, because each person out here is a life saved, and again, taxpayers' dollars saved. Great question. Thank you. Have you guys ever done anything like this before?
Not like this. We've helped out at shelters in Orange
and
County.
soup kitchens, but not actually this up close and personal.
Right. Just walking down the street and carrying a big camera, walking down the street.
And this is the first time that we've done the vlogging YouTube style, right?
Pretty much, yeah. I've tried it before.
I says I'm one paycheck away from being rich.
She's trying to do those fancy transitions.
Cody. Don't miss the microphone.
Jesse, that's all your fault. You're doing this to us. We all want to be like you.
That's so funny.
This is 3rd and Rose. I do not know exactly why homeless people pick this particular area. There could be a lot of different reasons, but if you look at Venice, there's several streets like this. The police come every morning at 6 o'clock, blaring down here with bullhorns, waking everybody up.
Wow.
So what you see here is their stuff packed up. And tonight, right around dusk, people will come back and start pitching their tents for tonight. And it's this whack-a-mole non-stop game between police department. And it's not just Venice, it's everywhere. Most cities do this now, and it's so frustrating because it's costly. You know, as taxpayers, we pay for all this, and it does nothing to help these people. You know? But this is where I met Lisa, who I was giving socks to, and she looks up and says, "Oh, we were on Dateline together."
That's so awesome.
So, and there's, you know, believe it or not, there's a lot of people out here that actually work. They have full-time jobs. You'll see tonight people pull with their, people will pull up with their cars and park here. When you're mobile homeless, and mobile homeless is growing, the biggest challenge is finding a safe place to park.
Yeah.
We just walked up on a woman helping another woman clean her hair.
Right.
And there's no bathrooms.
I know.
There's
She's
no
got a
sink.
water bottle.
You know?
Yeah.
What's your impression of that?
Well, there's, I mean, just the humanity right there, and just the empathy that she has for the person she's helping. And I mean, she has a little bit more. She has a car, but
yeah.
I mean, and then it's like how much more we can all do. Yeah. It's like.
And can you just imagine? You know, you can't keep up with personal hygiene.
Right.
And there's no bathrooms, there's no water.
Right.
You know, and so you fill a bottle, and you're out here, and it's kind of challenging, so you have to ask a friend to help you wash your hair.
It's insane. It's like the
Every
simple
day.
things. Yeah, the simple things that we take for granted.
Yeah.
You know, the running water, the showers, the warm showers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that water's not super warm. At least it's not warm.
And someone 3.
Yo, that is actually a serious crisis.
It is a crisis.
Oh my gosh. So,
Because now I have one sock.
Exactly. Now you have one. I go through this because that means somebody got one if I end up with one, you know?
This is a bad.
I don't have any I don't care if it takes you going to sheer post. Sure,
Did you hear that, Mark? He likes my song.
John, look at the monster. Look at the monster, John. You're afraid of this. You're afraid of this, John. Look at how evil he is, John.
My last packet of socks.
Uh-oh. Good thing he went down to the one.
She sort of did.
I cut it down.
I don't know if she followed the rules very well.
Yeah. Socks.
On.
I know we're on a sock mission.
We're on a sock mission today. Not shopping, socks.
There's art.
Right. Yeah, keep her in line.
I know. Keep me in line.
This actually may be a pinnacle moment
How's that?
where I start using
Yeah?
this rig
Sure, I'm
instead
glad.
of the point and shoot. I've been here 6 weeks, 2 weeks at a time, and each time I've made friends with homeless people out here that when I come back, they're no longer here. And I don't know what's happened to them. I want to believe they went into housing, but that's kind of like believing in Santa Claus. So many bad things can happen to people out here. I feel heartbroken. There's so many wonderful people that I met, and then when I come back, they're just no longer here. This is their first time connecting with homeless people,
Okay.
which is what I do. You know that.
And where you guys from?
Just southern Orange County.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Not too far away.
Yeah, you know, when you're out here, everybody has a different experience. You know what I'm saying? And for me, because I've been married, had 6 kids, worked in aerospace for quite a few years, had a good upbringing with both parents who worked in the military.
Yeah.
In my head, I've lived a real good life. You know, I had no wants. And the only reason I would say that I'm here is because I had a gambling problem. Because I got excessive with my money, you know. Because I had this, had that. I was like, oh, well, let's go gambling. Let's try something else. And it went the wrong way.
How long have you been out here?
Huh?
How long have you been out here for?
5 years. It's going on 6 now, so I have to say 6 now. Yeah. Yep. So, you know, but I'm gonna tell you something I've learned more probably being here than I probably learned in my lifetime in those 6 years, because the people here are like unique people. You know, they're different than you would have working in an office place. They're different than you would have working at a liquor store. They probably couldn't do it. But out here, they can do stuff that is just inherent in them. And when you see it and you get it, you say, wow, this works for them. You know what I'm saying? And
Well, I love the diversity and the
Right.
tolerance.
right.
Because you and Mark and Alicia,
Right.
and you all have that little block over here.
Definitely do.
And you're different races, different backgrounds, but you've all connected to
Yeah.
create family.
Right.
You don't see that in the suburbs or downtown
Right,
Los
right.
Angeles.
And that's because we see each other person's hardest day.
Yeah.
You know, the day where they're crying, the day where they're sick, the day where they have to call 911, in a fight, get bloody, or, you know, we've seen that deepest, downest day, and it goes to your heart.
It is, yeah.
You know, so once it goes to your heart, they are forever friends.
great meeting you guys. And now turned camera person was amazing at socks. Did you have fun doing socks?
I had the best day ever.
Really?
So much fun.
You were amazing at giving out socks. A natural.
Over 65 pairs.
Over 65 pairs. And that means over 65 homeless people.
Exactly.
That's amazing. It's amazing what you're doing. And
well,
you can just see the love from everyone that you're running into. I mean, seriously, it's so genuine, and just more people. You guys gotta watch all of his videos, binge watch, because they're so moving, and I think you're gonna want to get out into your own communities and do good work, because that's what you're doing. You're doing good work.
And she is amazing at graphics. And I love what she's doing, and there's gonna be a link below. And I'm gonna make, you know, there's something that bothers me about YouTube.
What's that?
Click like, subscribe, that
Ring
whole
the bell.
thing. Yeah. I think I'm gonna stop doing that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're just hoping that people...
I think if you just record good content,
yeah, that's true.
they're gonna want to.
Make good stuff, people.
Instead of begging.
People will notice.
So this
I don't like the begging.
No. What did you learn today about homelessness?
Ooh, well, they're just people. I mean, they're just like you and me, and I mean, you actually were homeless. Could have been homeless. I mean, when I moved to California, I drove out to California from Southern Illinois with $250, and I had a car, and I made it. I luckily had family, and I got a job, but I mean, coming out from the Midwest, a lot of people, I think, are, you know, a lot of people out here even said it too. They came out here and didn't realize how expensive it would be. And I think we're all pretty dang close to being homeless. And they're so interesting, unique, warm, genuine people.
So what did you learn about homelessness today?
It can affect anyone at any time, at any stage in life. You see families, you see just anyone, anything, dogs, kids. It's very eye-opening, and it just takes everyone just helping out, and the communities that they've formed, being on the street.
They're just people like you and me, that anyone could be homeless quite quickly, and the empathy on the streets is incredible, and just they're so thankful for the little gifts of kindness. Like just giving somebody a pair of socks means so much to them, and just talking to them, because they're people, they have feelings, they have emotions, and for us just going up and saying hi and asking them their name, something simple as that, it's huge.
Yeah. Well, they have become family to me.
Yeah, I can see why. And they love you. I mean, they love what you're doing, and like the one guy who calls you the preacher,
yeah.
which is so awesome. I love him. You know, there's just so many interesting people out here. I think as a society, we need to stop being afraid of them, because, you know, there are maybe some bad people out there, but there's bad people in every sector. It's not just homelessness. I mean,
what did you learn about collaboration? Collabs. Sorry, I did the old man collaboration.
That's okay.
Collabing on YouTube.
It's not as scary talking in public when you have somebody else talking in public carrying a camera, and I'm sure there's going to be lots of people in our shots when we're like that.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fun. But it was fun.
Yeah.
I had a great time. This was awesome, and I'm glad my friend Staci was so game to come up with us and be our camera person, our sock hander outer, and just, you know.
Sock hander outer. You got to wave again, though.
The sock lady.
Thank you, everybody, for watching this video. I don't think I'm going to do the like, subscribe thing much anymore.
But if you do like it and subscribe.
Yes, yeah. You know, as I was
help.
saying that, I realized Patreon, because if people don't support us on Patreon, we can't continue doing these stories. And I'm always, I was looking, yeah, okay, yeah, I messed up.
It's hard when you got the
We're
flip
not
out screen.
reshooting.
See, that's the good thing with not having a flip out screen.
Yeah.
That's the benefit.
Yeah. Well, you sold me on that.
You can't
and we're
see
not
your
redoing
focus.
this one.
No.
Anyways, thanks everybody.
Yeah.